In this section, I'm going to be looking at Google Meet, which is the video meeting tool we use at BDC to deliver synchronous and remote lessons. You can access Google Meet directly from your classroom via the banner on the stream. On a new classroom, all you have to do is click Generate Meet Link and make sure it's toggled on so that it's visible to students. This means that when you make an announcement in the stream saying, please join the Google Meet at 10 AM, all you and the learners have to do is click on the link in the banner at 10 AM to join the lesson. So let's click on the meeting link and start our lesson. When you open Google Meet, you'll land on this page, which is basically where you can check your camera to see if it's working and your microphone. If you click on this icon in the bottom right, you can change your background, so you can add a blur effect on your background, or you can add an animated background as well. So to join, all you have to do is click Join Now. So most of your controls are at the bottom of the screen. Here we've got a microphone, so you can turn on or off your microphone. Here you can turn on or off your camera. This raise hand option, so if one of my learners was to click that option, I can get a notification in the bottom right saying one of my learners has raised their hand, which means they need my attention or want to ask a question. So next, you can also present your screen. You have three options here. You can either present your entire screen, which will basically be anything on my screen at any given time, a window, which might just be my entire internet browser, or a tab that will be a specific tab within my internet browser. So if I was to share my Google Classroom, they would only be able to see that. And to stop sharing, all you have to do is press stop. Next, you have some options. You can open a Jamboard, which is basically an interactive whiteboard. So if I select that and select Start a New Whiteboard, it will open up a screen where I can use an online whiteboard. You also have Record Meeting, which is a great way of having video evidence of your lesson that you've had, so you can post the recording into your Google Classroom so people can revisit the lesson, or if someone has missed it, they can catch up on anything they've missed. Here you just have some options to change the layout of the cameras, make things full screen, and again, apply visual effects to your background. You can also turn captions on, which is basically will help with accessibility needs. Learners can do that too if they are having trouble hearing. They can turn on captions. And along the bottom right, you have some extra settings as well. So here we have the meeting details. It's got the link and also the Jamboard that I just set up. On this people icon, you can see everybody who's in the meeting. As the host, you have control of muting everybody. You can also add specific people if they're having trouble joining the meet via the link in the Google Classroom. So all you'd have to do is enter a name or an email address. Here I can see who's raised their hands. If I've answered their question, I can lower it. And here we have the people in the meeting. So I'm in this meeting on another device as well. For this example, I'm going to unmute myself on my phone so I can demonstrate how you can mute people as well. So as the host, you have control of muting people in your Google Meet. And this is great if someone has got their microphone on and you're trying to present, or someone else is trying to talk, you can mute them as the host. You can also remove people from the meeting as well. So if anybody's being inappropriate, misbehaving, you can remove them from the Google Meet. Moving along, you have the chat, which is where everybody can communicate with each other and message. You can turn off this function as well, so you can turn off allowing your learners to message in the chat. And here you can see it also posts a notification of when I created my Jamboard. Moving along, we have activities at the bottom. This is basically where you can add all the interactive elements to your Google Meet. So I've already covered about whiteboarding. This is basically creating a Jamboard. Recording, again, is just recording your Google Meet. Q&A basically allows you to set up a Q&A. It's a bit more of a structured, organised way of learners asking questions as opposed to the chat. So you can show which ones have been answered, and also you can moderate what gets shown to the rest of the class. Polls, you can ask a question. So for example, how are you feeling today? And you can add different options. And when you launch that poll, you get to see how many people have voted for what, and then also you can show everyone the results to that poll as well. Breakout rooms basically allows you to set up different rooms within the Google Meet. So I can control how many rooms I want to set up. I can set a timer for how long I want learners to be within those breakout rooms. And I can also shuffle the learners so they're randomly assigned to breakout rooms. So I've created 3 here. When I open the rooms, you can see that I'm in the main call, and if I had learners in this lesson, they would be in the different breakout rooms. And as a teacher, I can join different rooms, check in on discussions that are happening, and then when I want everybody to come back from their small group activity or discussion, I can close the rooms. It will say the breakout rooms are ending in 20 seconds or 30 seconds, and they will get that notification as well. But if I want them to come back straight away, all I have to do is click it again and press close all rooms now. And finally, in the bottom right, we have host controls, which is basically some security settings. So we can, as the host, toggle on or off whether we want learners to be able to share their screen or send chat messages. We can also turn off quick access. If I look at view all host settings, we can see what quick access does. So this is a really important one. The host must join first. That means that you have all of the control as the host of your meeting. You don't have to worry about learners joining when they shouldn't be. People can't join anonymously, and they have to ask to join, and they have to be admitted by you, the host. And that is everything within Google Meet. If you want to end the call, all you have to do is press leave the call. If I turn off quick access again, I can end the call and it will end the meeting for everybody. So I know that everybody is out of that Google Meet. I hope this was useful. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the course.